Good evening and welcome back to another edition of the Beaver Sports Show. I'm Jenna Lade.
I'm Geoff Lowe.
And I'm Jake McGrady.
And we're going to kick this episode off with Anna Singer with women's gymnastics.
OSU started off on the vault, where 3 of the girls posted career-high marks. Gardner stuck her vault that gave her a score of 9.90, and sophomores Taylor Ritchie and Megan Jimenez both posted a score of 9.875, which were personal records for each of them. Taylor Keeker also scored a 9.85 that helped the team score a 49.275 on the vault. Beavers kept up the strong performance on the bars with some high scores from Chelsea Tang and Katiana McMillan. Tang scored a 9.875 that was followed up by a score of 9.90 by Katiana McMillan, which was a career best for her. Erica Offiero topped all scores on the event, though tying her career best with a score of 9.925. Oregon State tallied up with a score of 49.225 on the event. Oregon State continued to do well on the balance beam by reaching 49 plus points for the 3rd straight time. Chelsea Tang, of course, excels on the beam with her notorious splits move, earning her a score of 9.9. Following right behind her is Madeline Gardner, posting up a 9.8. OSU held the lead going into the final rotation, the floor exercise. After a couple of falls by Kaylee Ponto and Nicole Turner, the Beavs were on the brink, but Cerise Witherby was there to correct with a season-best score of 9.825. Tang followed up with an impressive floor routine, landing her a season-high score of 9.85. Gardner finished for the Beavs, but after suffering a week of illness, she wasn't able to get the scores that she was hoping for. OSU finished second after Washington and returned to Gill this Saturday for the annual Dam Cancer Meet.
All right, let's get it cracking. Play a little hashtag game.
Yep.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Born ready, Geoff.
All right, first topic. Russell Wilson deciding to play a little baseball this offseason with the Texas Rangers. Give me a hashtag for that.
So,
Jake? Oh, well, if you want to jump the gun, I was
okay, well,
go for it.
now
Jake.
that I've been selected, he's doing what he does. There's been another quarterback that's recently gone into rehab for a different reason, so I'm going to go hashtag Russie Rehab, because it's baseball. Nice little relaxing.
So short with explanations.
Anyway.
It's his like relaxing time. Like, who cares? It's
But
baseball.
I don't think rehab is a relaxing time.
It soothes the mind.
Have you been to rehab?
No.
Then you can't comment on it.
Have you?
No, but I'm pretty sure rehab isn't a relaxing time.
Russie Rehab. Do your rehab. Play baseball.
Anyway,
So it
moving
says
on.
him.
Jenna, what do
Okay.
you got?
So my hashtag is Range Russ Wilson, because if you follow him on Twitter, his Twitter handle is
Yeah.
Dangerous Wilson.
I lost. Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, that pretty much explains it all. Range Russ Wilson, he needs to go kick some butt in spring training.
Little side note,
Russ.
he also has a range at second base. Could go work both ways.
Yep.
For that reason, I'll go with Jenna. Jake,
Woo!
Russie Rehab is.
Sorry, Jake.
All right,
'Kay.
1-0. Jenna Lade. All right, moving on. Sticking with the Seahawks, Larry Foote called out Marshawn Lynch this week. Said he was a bad role model by choosing not to use his platform to speak. Give me a hashtag for that. Jenna, we will start with you.
Okay.
Every time.
It's a little sloppy, but my hashtag for this one is putting down the foot. Because, I mean, technically that's pretty much what he's doing. I mean, I kind of agree with him for what he's saying. We were talking about this earlier and saying technically it's not really Marshawn Lynch's job to, be a good role model for children, but at the same time it still is sending a bad image. But, I mean, I get what he's saying, but he is putting down the foot, so.
All right,
That's my hashtag.
solid take. Jake, what you
A
got?
little bit different. I'm a little bit biased. I'm gonna go shut the foot up, cause he needs to shut up. I don't care how Marshawn acts. I think it's fine. Kids can take it how they want,
They're kids.
They're kids.
They're easily
I'd be
influenced.
fine with some Marshawns running around in middle school. That'd be cool.
I'm gonna go with Jake. Jake made me laugh.
Yeah, shut the foot up. He's just salty he's not in the Super Bowl and he plays on the Cardinals, so.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
we got a
okay.
1-1 tie. Let's see who can break the tie here. All right. Third and final hashtag: Pete Carroll's decision to throw on 2nd down in the Super Bowl. Jake, I know you got a strong take. We'll go with you first. Let's see what you got.
So, I'm going to go hashtag kindergarten Carroll, because I think a 5-year-old could have made the correct call in that play.
Coming strong. That's hard.
Strong
Yeah.
choice. I don't care what people say. I know you have a strong decision. You thought passing was fine, but I don't care. I say run it on 2nd, it doesn't work. Run it on 3rd, it goes in. Or pass on 3rd. The pass should have come on 3rd. You run on 2nd and down with Marshawn Lynch. I could have decided that in kindergarten, so sorry, Pete. I love him, but lost us the game.
Strong take. All right, Jenna.
So, my hashtag for this one is Patriotic Pete. Because, I mean, obviously, is he the coach of the Patriots for this call? Like, you have one of the best running backs in the league, and
Exactly.
you're going to choose not to have him run the ball. So,
Maybe we're on the same page on that one.
Pete was going for the
Can I just play
Patriots.
devil's advocate here for a second
Sure.
before I decide who wins? If Pete Carroll, if Ricardo Lockett catches that ball, you're both praising Pete Carroll and saying,
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm just saying it's a high risk,
It's-
high reward
yeah,
thing.
it's a
Let me
high
just
risk call.
Put that out there, all right? And Pete Carroll's an envelope pusher.
It's a good
He
point.
takes
but
risks. That's Pete Carroll's game.
On second
Anyway, I can go on about that. Patriotic Pete.
And,
Oh, well, this is weird. Jake erased it.
Well, this is awkward.
and you have the wrong Twitter handle.
Oh, I erased my 7.
Oh, wow. This is not going
Wow.
well.
It's tumbling.
I am going to go with Patriotic Pete.
Oh my!
She's got her hashtag up.
You made me lose on a technicality?
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
3rd week in a row.
kindergarten Carol. Let's switch gears now. Brian Reese has the women's basketball highlights.
This past weekend, the Oregon State women's basketball team took on USC to try and remain undefeated at Gill Coliseum. Due to a great defensive effort, the Beavers were able to get the season sweep by winning 68-35. OSU held USC to their lowest total score in school history and allowed the Trojans to shoot only 25% from the field. This was the 8th time this season that the Beavers held a team to shooting under 30%. Junior Ruth Hamlin led the defensive effort with 8 blocked shots and pulling down 9 rebounds. Juniors Devin Hunter and Jamie Wisner continued their hot play by combining for 36 points. Hunter got her 5th career double-double, finishing with 15 points, 10 rebounds, while dishing out 4 assists. Jamie Wisner lit it up again with 21 points, which is the 4th time this season that she has scored 20 or more points in a game. She was 7 for 13 from the field, with 5 of those 7 shots being from behind the 3-point line. Oregon State also got strong efforts from Gabriella Hansen and Marie Golick, who scored 8 points apiece, while sophomore Sydney Weiss led all players with 5 assists. As a team, Oregon State shot 46.4% from the field and 41.7% from behind the 3-point line. OSU went on to beat UCLA 82-64 on Monday, improving the team to 20-1 on the season, which is the best start in school history. The win also gives the Beavers their best start in conference play in history at 10-0. This is also the first time in school history that the Beavers were able to get the season sweep over both Southern California schools. OSU will head up north to Seattle next to take on Washington at 7 p.m. on Friday night.
Thank you, Brian, for that. And now we're going to do a little pro talk.
Sweet.
So first, let's talk about the fact that the Hawks just ended their 19-game winning streak.
Yep, lost to the
Yep.
Pelicans.
That's just
It was
It was
nuts.
good while it lasted, as their Twitter
Pesky
says.
Pelicans.
I mean, yeah, good while it lasted, but they're still just killing it.
They're killing it.
And
Who would have
I mean,
thought?
I don't think anybody ever.
We discussed this last week, but seriously, who saw it coming?
Oh, no one did.
Straight again, hate on the Eastern Conference round 2.
I love hating on the Eastern Conference.
I think we can back up our hate though with the Eastern Conference. It's not.
It's pretty
It's
validated.
a pretty weak conference outside of Atlanta
Yeah.
and Washington. I'm not sold on Chicago yet. I'm not sold on.
You're not sold on
Cavs still
Chicago?
get there.
Chicago's got turmoil right now. There's friction with Thibodeau and the front office. Players
Thib.
they're not playing the same defense they usually do. Powell's there, you know. It's
Noah's
different.
off and on with his
Noah's been hurt.
injuries like every other week.
Derrick Rose is kind of, I don't know. Derrick Rose hasn't really been himself.
Yeah, I can see that.
So
So pretty much the only teams that you can say you're sold on is Hawks,
and Washington.
Wizards.
Yeah.
I'm sold on the Cavs. I think the Cavs.
Yeah,
she's
They'll
sold.
get
Real
there.
Ron Homer.
I know, but I just. they're doing better. Honestly, they're doing better than they were in the very beginning of the season.
I think they're 5th seed, 6th seed.
They're still going to make it in the playoffs.
If it's Chicago 4, Cleveland 5. It'll be a fun playoff series.
And what about the Western Conference? The Blazers, what, number 4 right now?
Yeah. They're at a point where they lost the cushion lead with Rolo being gone, and it's like I'm pretty sure they're in like a 4-way tie. So anything goes, anything can happen at this point. I'm not saying they're not going to make the playoffs, but now that Robin's back, I think the wins finally come back in. But it's at the point where if the losses keep coming, it's going to get down to the 5th, 6th, 7th.
You know, hopefully Rolo is that person though that like can just like bring the team dynamic back.
I
feel like
it was
they've
hands
just
down
been
the
off.
reason why we've had this cold streak. I mean, it's not just because of him. There's been different aspects.
He's
Right.
Definitely a factor.
Batum
in
hasn't
the lot.
produced.
Batum hasn't been playing.
I mean, even Damian's had a few games here and there, but
Damian's been
Right.
real off and on. LaMarcus is
Had
playing
his little-
banged
yeah.
up, you know.
but he's been playing great though. So that's not now. That's not a
Luckily
factor.
for Portland,
Right.
though,
Have, like,
still
30
on the All-Star break. You got time to make a run. And
Yeah.
I think
Make a run into
Portland
All-Star
will
break.
finish
It will be
around-
fine. It will be
Portland will
fine.
finish anywhere from 3 to 5. I don't think
They'll-
they get to
they'll
1 or
be
2.
there.
But in the midst of the
I
three?
don't think they'll get there, but yeah, I mean,
I don't know
especially.
who'll get there.
Look, I mean, compared to Golden State, how they're doing
That's
right
true.
now, they're just whipping everyone else in the Western
You're not going
Conference.
to catch Golden State, and you're probably not going to catch Memphis.
They'll
we
make
could
the
catch.
playoffs
We could
regardless.
catch Memphis.
I don't think you can.
That's tough.
Give Memphis
I'm not.
props.
I'm not discrediting Memphis.
Memphis is a good team. You don't want to play in the
They said they
grindhouse.
weren't.
You don't want to come. Well, but you don't want to play in the grindhouse come playoff time either. I don't think you're going to catch Memphis.
You don't want to play in the modes.
That's the official name.
Moda Center.
The grindhouse sounds way more intimidating than playing in the modes.
The
Sounds
Modes
like a
is cool
disease.
place, though.
The modes.
The Moda Center? Yeah, it's kind of mysterious. Moda.
It does have some mystery to it.
Sure.
Mysterious Moda.
They're all about the health there.
I guess so.
They're healthy.
It's true.
Okay, well, shoot. I mean, I guess we'll see if the Blazers kind of can make their way to the top now that Rolo's back and see how that goes with how they play.
All starts against Utah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about the MVP race though?
I'd go Steph Curry right now.
There's like,
Steph
I think
Curry
that's
with the
pretty
it's
fair.
never been this close, is what I'm gonna say. At this point in the season. You could argue for Steph, you could argue for
shot. I mean, it's
LeBron,
January.
kind
It's
of.
January. You
Not
can't-
LeBron.
can't- LeBron, no, LeBron.
He's in the discussion.
Come
he
on.
is.
LeBron is in the discussion because he's LeBron.
I mean, Russell's still in the
Is-
discussion.
I mean, yeah, he's gotten
Damian's
what?
in the discussion.
I'd give it to Steph, personally.
I think
he has
Steph
the
would
highest
get it.
chance, but I'm just saying, like, going down the road, it's closer than we've ever seen.
It's
That's-
also January.
Yeah.
Or February.
It's typically when they discuss it, but yes.
Still in the race.
You got 2 more months, though, I mean, until the race really kind of heats up.
But the
After
way
All-Star
that
break.
it's been going,
Yeah, after the
Steph
All-Star
is
break.
gonna.
In the second
Yeah,
half of
for
the
now,
season,
I would
it'll
say
start to heat
Steph,
up.
but-
For right now, yeah, definitely Steph Curry.
Yep. And I guess we'll find out once that comes in a couple months.
In a
But
couple months.
that's going to be it for tonight. So signing off, I'm Jenna Lade.
I'm Geoff Lowe.
And I'm Jake McGrady.
Have a good night.